Hello, Mhakey here. Um, so if you so this is episode 2. I think if you love episode 1 and if you like it, you should or make a comment around here. So as promised, this is going to be statistical anomalies for League of Legends for this season, particularly particularly in the major regions, the four major regions, the LCK, the LPL, the LEC, and the LCS. For this little episode, we are going to talk about the LEC. So there are two websites that I look at, both from the same website, and both are looking at the same team. These are the Mad Lions. Season 11, which is last, this is Mad Lions season 11 last year, and this is Mad Lions now. So, if you notice, Mad Lions for last year, they are 10 and 8 with an average game time of 32-20. This year they're 5 and 8. Of course, there's like 5 more games left, but of course things might change. But they're virtually on pace with the current lose streak they have to have probably the worst season since their rebranding of the team from Splice. They're occurring 5 and 8 with almost 35 minutes of game time. So I think you got to look. I think we have to look at where it all gone wrong from the economy and the aggression in standpoints, and probably the champions probably the champions that are being played. So in econ right now, Mad Lions are econ gold per minute is 1,839, which is okay. Their gold per minute is 1,773, way less. Their goal differential per minute is plus 63. Their goal differential this year is minus 56. Goal differential of 56, 50 minutes, way down. Win rate when ahead of 15 minutes is 61.5%. This year is 44%. CS per minute is 32.8. They increased it by 2.2. CS differential of 50 minutes is plus 9. They're plus 8. 3. Tower differential of 50 minutes is 0.33. This year is 0. An average tower difference is 0.12 to minus 0.11, with the first tower of 66.7 to 61%. The aggression, which is probably more damage, is at 9 more damage at how aggressive of your team. The damage is literally 1,952 to 1828 this year. First blood is 66.7% to 69.2%, which is not bad, okay. Kills 15.1 to 12.9. Deaths 14.7 to 15.2. Average kill to death ratio 1.6 to 1.1. Objectives. These are pretty much important. Dragons in per game 2.4, which is 57.4%. This year 22.1. Dragons at 50 minutes 0.94 to 0.38. Herald per game 1.44 to 1.23, and Asher's point game 0.83 to 0.62. So you can see a little bit of falling out with the objectives here. I mean, visions are kind of skewed. Their vision ward cleared 41.9% to 43.9%. And the win loss ratio is pretty much like here's the weirdest. The dragons. So as per usual, there are new dragons, but they only have one elder dragon killed throughout the season. They only got to kill two. For the Infernal Soul, they killed 7 dragons, lost 6. Last year they have 11, lost 8. 15 Ocean Souls to 5 lost. They only have 8 Ocean Souls lost to 1 killed. 1 Ocean Soul. 2 Ocean Souls killed compared to 7 last year and 6 lost. They have 7 lost right now. Mountain Drakes 2 compared to 10 and 33 lost to 12. I think Mad Lions' issues is probably the players themselves. The players that they have are um okay, all right. Are Amat on the top, Eloya, Humanoid, Karzi, Kaiser. That is the main lineup. And now this year is Ahmed, Eloya, Reeker, Unforgiven, Kaiser. I think we need to look at I think we need to look at stats and standings based on how Man Lions have done this season. So I think player stats is pretty much, I think T player stats is pretty important. So we'll go to each team per season. Let's see. Okay, refresh. Let's go spring this year. Okay. So let's look at, let's say, player stats. And we're gonna start at the top. So we're gonna start at the top. There's playing 10 players at top. Um, we look at it. Let's look at it statistically. Armut has played 17 games in the LEC this spring. We're talking about spring regular season, not playoffs. And he has a higher KDA. Actually, actually, his KDA is third with 3.3 beside Gen X and way ahead of Armut. Um, average kills, he is third in average kills. Third in average kills, pretty much mid of the pack in average deaths. Assist, he is below number of assists. Average goal per minute, he is middle of the pack. And 7.5, which is also below. Kill participation, he is below. So yeah, Ahmed is not like a really strong player. I mean, the playoffs. I mean, the hit. I mean, his playoffs are a different story. He's fourth in C goal difference per minute. He is fourth in average CS per minute. XP, which is experience per minute at 15. He's fourth as well for his blood. For his blood, he is down in the middle of the pack. So in terms of and solo kills, which is actually important in the top lane, he is only at 5 with Bippo only at 12. So yeah, Ahmed is kind of like middle of top to middle of the pack in terms of like KDAs or something. This year, it's a lot different. Ahmed right now is eighth place in KDA, bottom ninth in average kills. He is third in average deaths, which is not good. Average assist, he's third. CS average goal CS per minute, middle of the pack. Goal per minute, he is below White Knights, closer to below White Knight. His kill participation is last, all below the Hear It. Damage, middle of the pack. And 449 and 1.28 and goal difference, pretty much in a positive but a little bit average, and two experience, only second. CS difference, middle of the pack, fourth. First blood, First blood percentage, middle of the pack. I don't think he's that the bloody player. And he's middle of the pack as well as first blood. And solo kills, which is important. He's at 8 solo kills. He has more solo kills in the LEC, which is pretty good right now. But compared to last year, I mean, he is like middle of the pack kind of player, middle of the pack, top kind of player. But now he's below middle of the pack, but below. So here's the thing, champion pool. Champion pool. That's kind of important. So let's compare. So let's go to LEC spring season this year, last year, which is the regular season. His most played champions are Aatrox, Gragas, and Nar, with only 3 games. 2 games with Renekton, Wukong, Zion, and Orange, Jace, and Malphite. His KDAs are okay right now when playing champions. 3.2. He is 50% ahead of CS. 3.2 win rate to 268 gold per din and 38 XP, which is actually fine. Compared to Arma this year, um, okay, okay, wait for it. Okay, this is Ahmed right now. He's playing Graves, he's playing Renekton, he's playing Orange, Jace, Gwen, Aatrox, Akali, Wukong. He's playing Wukong. I don't see any Nars. I don't see any Nars. I'm not seeing any Nars. I am pretty. I mean, I don't see Sign. I don't see Nar. His favorite champ, Nar, is not in there. I don't see Aatrox. He's only playing like 1 or 2 games, but he's not even good at that. I don't see any Gragases. I think it's because of the meta, of course, that's going on. But the champions that he has like only 1, 2, 3 champions that he has a 0% win rate. He's still at the same 0% win rate, but Ornn, Renekton, Malphite, these are not the dominant champions you see in them. While his Jace, Gwen, and Wukong are pretty much like the meta kind of champions. We all see what Gwen can do. Wukong is not meta esque. Jace is also good as well. I mean, but Gwen is really strong in this meta right now. So the fact that he's got 0% win rate and that is pretty much scary. Despite his damage per minute of 927 is probably best. His he is ahead of CS 53.8%, but he's below one. He's dropping CS differential, goal difference per minute, and XP is like way high right now. So, and his damage per minute is like 410 to 449 for 24% damage, and his kill plus assist in a minute is from 0.25 to 0.19. He's got more solo kills than pretty much everybody. So yeah, Ahmed is pretty much like, okay, he's not bad, but he's not good either. Okay, so let's go. Oh, oh, okay. Let's go to Unforgiven. And we're going to compare it to last year's Carzzy. Wait. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to compare to Carzzy last season. Okay. 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 So let's compare him to Carzzy. He was a guy who replaced Carzzy at the bottom lane. So 5 points. So his champions are Kaiser, Xayah, Jin, Tristana, Seraphine, Samira, Jitsena, Sivir, and Thresh. Of course, different meta at the time. But I think Kaiser is pretty much the most strong one in last year's meta. His damage was pretty high. His damage His damage percentage was pretty high as well. Kill per assistant is also high. One solo kill, but his CS difference this year is not strong. Minus 5.7, minus 2.89, minus 1.71. So yeah, he is so statistically he's not one of the best AD carries for Man Lions this year. I mean, the playoffs he did improve, but his numbers are not like absolute incredible, not absolute like mind blowing in a sense of this way. For Forgiven, Unforgiven, it's 46.3%. He's ahead of CS slightly, but he's ahead of goal difference, and but his XP is kind of slightly low. So I said he's kind of better than Scarzy in probably a game sense in a way, in probably like you know leads and first bloods and damage or such. But um, but I think the issue is how do you compare two players? Let's compare Unforgiven this year to Carzy last year and see where both of them kind of stacked up. And we might go and I will go to virtually every single player. This is gonna take a longer video to explain myself. If you like the video, just like and subscribe everything. But yeah, we need to compare um Carzy season, which is spring season, to right now to Unforgiven's spring season. So let's see. Player stats. Okay. So switch here. Good. Okay. And we go to bot. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of like big, um, AD carries. I mean, Humanoid was playing as an AD carry, but probably temporary because Mad Lions were already like punched their ticket in, so they wanted to use Humanoid as an experiment. So ignore Humanoid playing the game. So yeah, win rate kinda in the middle of the pack. KDA, which is also important, he is pretty much down there with 3.3, not good. Average kills, like way down there. Average deaths, like middle of the pack. Oh, wait, closer to middle of the pack. CS per minute, right down below. Gold per minute, close near below the middle of the pack, and kill participation pretty low right now. Kill participation, damage, 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 middle of the pack, damage per minute, little below, vision per minute, little below, um, Carzy 0.42, and middle of the pack as well, and middle of the pack as well, and middle kind of say he's below. So yeah, Carzy was really not like anything special throughout the season on Man Lions. I mean, the playoffs are a different story, but this year not as much. So let's compare that with Unforgiven. KDA pretty much in the top four in KDA, top four in average kills, like fifth in average deaths, which average deaths is okay. Assist middle of the pack. CS per minute fourth. Gain gold per minute fourth. Kill participation fourth. Average damage like below. Damage per minute below. Vision per minute below. Well, okay, but that, that's not the statistics you want. Okay, let's say goal difference. Fourth, CS per minute, pretty much below. Experience, not good. First blood, higher first blood. Higher first blood. Let's see about Karzi's first blood. Hmm. Karzi Little Middle Pack, 31.3%. He already exceeded that at 46.2%. That is pretty much not bad. First blood victim, 15.4%. Compared to his former teammate, who was at a higher one at 38.8%, being the first blood victim. So that is way higher. I mean, his team, former teammate who's now playing Vitality, way higher. No pentakills, but he has the second most solo kills beside Upset. So yeah, Unforgiven is not bad. Unforgiven this season, it's not. He's so much better than Carsey this season, but um, where? But that doesn't pretty much explain why Man Lions have struggled. I think the answer to that question is probably mid. So mid, humanoid is replaced by Reeker. Reeker. Yeah, humanoid for Reeker. And let's just look. So first off, humanoid. Okay, win rate doesn't matter. KDA. KDA kind of below. Average kills kind of below. Average deaths third. Third most, not good. Assist fourth. CS per minute third. Gold per minute third. Kill participation almost middle of the plaque. Damage percentage fifth. Fifth, yeah. Damage per minute fifth. Fifth. We don't care about vision or anything. Goal difference per minute, 50 minutes. He's top. CS damage per minutes. He's third. XP per minute is below. First blood. He's third. Third. First blood victim is below that. And solo kills, he's second only to Caps in solo kills. Okay. Hmm. That is okay. That's pretty good. Pretty good. But I think that's not the reason why Humanoid was so special on that team. I think probably the reason why Humanoid was special to that team, it's because of look at the look at this. He's from look at this. Take away like the earlier seasons, and he has been through Splice from November 18th to the 19th, and then from 19th. He has been with this team for 18, 19, 20, 21, 4 years. That means he's from the Splice team that made it to Worlds in 2019, to the reinformation of Man Lions, which is him and four rookies and Karza, Kaiser, Shadow, and jeez, I don't know the last one. Oh, jeez. But you get the point. He was like the leader of that team. You know, he was the leader of the team, and I mean his player performances is kind of okay. His player performances is kind of good. So, when you're trying to replace that with Reeker and another rookie, trying to replace a rookie, I mean, you can compare the stats. He is bottom three in KDA, bottom in average death kills, second in average deaths, fourth in average assist. CS per minute is third bottom. Goal per minute is second from bottom. Kill participation below. Damage per minute second lowest, only to Perks of all people. Yikes. Damage per minute second only to Caps. Imagine being bottom. Imagine being bottom of those two statistics beside Caps and Perks. Jesus, that's not good. Um, Goal difference per 50 minutes, third lowest. CS different per minute, third lowest. XP per minute, second lowest. First blood percentage, middle of the pack, first blood victim, pretty much in the highs. I think that's kind of not good. And solo kills, which is actually important, he only have one solo kill. While the rest of them has like three, four, five solo kills. He only have one. So I think that's five less solo kills than Humanoid have recorded in like an entire season. That's he had the same amount of solo kills this season as Nuke Dark, Chocolade, Militia combined. That's not good. That's not good at all. So Mad Lions have lost two of their core members from the championship, Karzi and Humanoid. And both of them are really vital to the team. Now, I don't have no problem with Humanoid going to his team of Fnatic. No, Fnatic is a really great team. Fnatic is a really good team. And, Karzi going to Vitality. No, sorry. Humanoid went to Fnatic, big team, really strong team. And Karzi, of course, going to Vitality, and I have no problem with there. They're a super team. Everybody expected them to win, and right now they are just not as great as everybody expected. But early days, a long way to go. But the point is that Mad Lions are not the same Mad Lions as they once do. Yes, they are not great at best of ones, as we saw that last year and the year before. But barring some kind of miracle right now, they are looking like becoming the first ever LEC champions or EU LCS champions to not make playoffs in the history of the EU LCS. And I feel like right now I see the comments when I'm watching some videos of Mad Lions, it's to change the mid laner. And look, I look. Mac is a really really good coach. Mac is a really really good coach. I believe he can bring out. I mean, we all know what we all know that he's a guy who make rookies amazing. I mean, look what he did to Elioya, making him the rookie of the year and all the stuff. So I, I do not think this roster is like. I mean, look at this roster. Isn't that the roster is not that bad. Look at the roster. The roster is not that bad. I mean, oh, sorry, shit. Sorry, that was 2019 roster. Sorry, that was 2021 roster. My bad. That was 2021 roster. But the point remains is that um the Man Lions team it's not bad. It's just that the only guy with experience right now is this is like Eloya's second year. This is Rico's first. This is Kaiser's second, or actually his second split. Actually, I think Kaiser's at the more experienced player because he was with the team for now this is now his fifth split, and Amarta is now making his third split since came in here to Mad Lions, and a lawyer only his third split. So yeah, Kaiser is like the only you know um veteran on a team full of little inexperience. And when you don't have like that, experienced team, don't have the leader of Humanoid, we see like many teams falter. I mean, we see like G2 falter without perks, without their leadership of perks. We all know how that goes. We see Fnatic kind of struggling a little bit without their player Reckless. So when you lose that kind of leadership with a team, and when you lose that kind of player that yes, he's not as consistent as Karzi, but can produce some incredibleness, I think the Man Lions, any combined with Man Lions having some great early game dominance, but not like finishing off games and such. I mean, we saw that against G2, we saw that probably against Vitality and such. Then every Man Lions fan right now are pretty much worrying about Man Lions not making the season. Now, of course, now they're 5-8. I mean, if we look at the standings right now, it's it's not mostly doom and gloom. I mean, there's still a shot they can make it. 5-8 is not bad. They're just one game off of the playoff spot, and of course they have to face Vitality way into like the Super Week. Yeah, they had to face Man Lions in the Super Week. So that Man Lions game and the Super Week next 2 weeks will be huge for them. And if they can manage to make a run, they have Excel coming up. I mean, Fnatic is a really tough one, then Vitality, then Astralis, then BDS. So, okay. So I say win, mm, loss, win, win. That's 4 wins. 4-1. If they manage to get like 4 out of 5 wins, 4 out of 5 wins. And Excel's schedule is not as easy as well. They got to face okay SK. Okay, they got to face SK. They're facing a really good Misfits team. Then they have G2 and then they have Astralis. Okay, so compare Vitality's to Man Lions schedule. I say that Man Lions can make it, and we all know how Man Lions perform well in best of ones. We all know how Man Lions perform. Sorry, Man Lions perform well in best of fives, especially in the LEC playoffs last year. So if Man Lions can somehow, you know, make these 5 weeks feel like a playoff game, make these last 5 games feel like best of 5 games, which they're always good at, maybe there's a chance that Man Lions can make the titles. But I do not think right now that Mad Lions are good enough to, um, defend their title in the LEC. I mean, my notes, my notes. I mean, I forgot about my notes right now. I have Mad Lions in a playoff spot. Right now, Rogue are probably in and probably in the top two, unless something miracle will happen. I have Rogue as 10 wins. I think they have 11, so whoops. Sorry about that. I have Man Lions at 8 wins. So yeah, Man Lions can still have 8 wins. They can still have 8 wins, maybe 9, maybe make the playoffs, of course. So yeah, there's still a chance for Man Lions to get like 8 wins and make the playoffs. It's possible. But in terms of, expectations and this team consider everything, it's just like another case of it all. I think this team kind of reminds me of Leicester City when they, somehow magically won that Premier League title, and you know, it's incredible, the most incredible story ever. But you also have to think about like G2 having a bad year, and Fnatic had a really icky. I mean, they made it the Worlds, but their season was absolutely horrible to this sense. It just makes the Man Lions victory all the more like incredible, but also a little strange. And now we see like G2 and Fnatic are not as strong as last season, but actually improving with the rookies and everything like that. And Rogue is still a strong team as well. And you see Misfits also being strong as well. And Vitality becoming a little strong as well, even though they have a little bit struggles, but their team is still good enough individually so they can be good. And Excel, my God, ever since Mhakey has joined the team, I mean, this team has been pretty average. I mean, Excel making playoffs? Excel making playoffs, everybody? Excel making playoffs? Anybody? Anybody? Excel fans in the comment section? Come on, believers. But the point is that I think Man Lions can make playoffs. I'm just not sure Man Lions can recapture that magic from last year. Maybe I will be wrong. Maybe I don't. But yeah, don't see that happening. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. This is yeah, it's a long one. Sorry about that, but it's a really important one to look at statistics about some League of Legends game and why some teams are doing this and why is perform well on this stage and why one team is doing well to compare the statistics. I think I like this website. You can go to gold.gg, which is a really good website. There's other websites, but I think I'll use gold.gg for my statistical analysis as well. So tomorrow, I think we're gonna talk about. I think we're gonna talk about Rogue. I mean, we're gonna talk about another team. Rogue just made playoffs again, and I mean, Rogue's like growth within the team, and how Rogue is coming from a team that only have 2 losses first year to now becoming a genuine threat in the LEC and maybe, just maybe, becoming LEC champions. And second, and this could be a double upload. Why do I believe that Hillisang is going to be MVP? I look up the stats this morning and I realized that no support has ever won MVP. But now I'm gonna make a campaign for Hillisang for MVP. I'm gonna be Hillisang's campaign manager for MVP this year, and I got the stats and the plays to prove it. Hell, I can even look at G2. I can look at the highlights of G2. I can have you like watch the highlights of G2's matchup. His, Hillisang Pike game was immaculate, and his Rakan, of course, but mostly his on Pike game. And of course, the players, I watched it this morning, the players praising him of why Hillisang is so special. I know some of the clips are kind of like last year, but the way Hillisang is played right now with upset, it's amazing. I think Hillisang. I think I would not be surprised if Upset gets MVP, but I would try to make a case for Hillisang to make MVP just a little bit, even though supports don't have much love. Do you know that only two Western players have ever won support or ever won MVP as support? It was Core JJ and Aframu. Core JJ and Aframu. All but both from the LCS. We don't have an LEC support MVP. Tomorrow I'm gonna talk about Rogue, their rise from worst team in the LEC to becoming more dominant and probably an LEC champion. And then my second upload video will be talking about Hillisang and his MVP campaign. And why do I think that Hillisang deserved the MVP? So, anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to be legendary, everybody. And we'll see you next time.